Hi, welcome back, guys. This is going to be another energy check-in. But this time we're going to be doing the Mercury retrograde in Libra. Yeah. This is going to be a good one. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be very interesting. Is all I got to say about that. This is going to be a time to really know if we're putting in the action to our lessons. You may have learned something, but it's putting it into practice, what you actually learned. So, Mercury retrograde is a time of reviewing, reflecting, looking within for answers, kind of stopping. It's a slow down energy. Okay, it's a time to slow down and just kind of adjust. We need to adjust something here because it's in Libra. Now, Libra is the planet ruler of Venus. Venus is the planet of love, relationships, sensuality, possessions, romance, beauty. It's all intertwined, right? And depending again on your chart, everyone can go through very specific things, whether that be through your relationships, through your friendships, through your family members, through your connections at work, with your actual career, within yourself, your body, whatever that is. Okay, what we're talking about here is energy, and energy can be transmuted or transformed into anything physical. Okay, this is why we see synchronicities, this is why we see continuous patterns, because it's our energy, and it's we're being aligned to something here. Okay, and it's gonna start in Libra. That's okay, and then it's going to end in Virgo. Now, Virgo is the sign of communication. Mercury, actually, the planet of Mercury, sorry. Anyways, it's going to have us really get into detail of things. Like, if something's going to happen, we need to get to the nitty gritty, because I ain't signing nothing until I know for a fact that this is what it is, right? That's the energy that I'm getting. It's kind of like, I'm putting my foot down. I'm not putting in my eggs in. I'm not going to be giving you more than you're giving me, because I'm sorry, but I've learned my lesson. This is it. I'm changing this part of me, or I'm changing this aspect now. This is where we're making the change, because we're making that choice. Okay. Now we have to also understand during this time is that although we may think we learned lessons, it's not really, you're not really changing anything until you put it, until you put it into practice. Okay, the way they're showing me this definition, for some odd reason, it's like you can be going to school and learning how to do cursive every day. You can learn every day A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then make beautiful words out of it. You can learn all day. That's great. But when will you be sending a letter with your handwriting, with your cursive in it? When are you actually going to be putting it into practice? When are you going to be sending, not sending, they keep saying sending. When are you going to be, okay, apparently sending, but when are you going to be putting that into practice, right? You can, how do you explain it? That's one of the best things I can say, how this general Mercury retrograde is going to happen in our lives. So we may say we do something. We may say yeah, I've changed. yeah, I've done this. Of course you know what I mean? Like, you know it mentally, you're mentally like aware of it, but it's different when you're actually like doing it and being it. Okay, so this is going to be readjusting our energies physically. Like, it's going to be realigning things in our body too. So just be aware of that. Like, you may be feeling funny a certain way, or I don't know, like you're going to be adjusting to your body. So like sleeping habits can like kind of go haywire a little bit, like, oh damn, it's like something in your body's adjusting. So just be patient with yourself. You may feel emotional because, you know, we keep that water in, and it needs to come out some way or some form. So allow it to happen, but also don't react from it. Don't put your body more in stress than it needs to. So for example, like you are already feeling anxious about something. Let's say you start to get anxious and then all of a sudden you start to get sad and you want to cry. Go ahead and cry. But let's just say like that moment you shouldn't be crying. It's kind of like, don't react because of it. But like also understand that the emotion, it needs to come out. So regardless if you're okay, see now Mercury retrograde is like already in play. They just confused the shit out of me. So now I feel confused. So that's another thing about Mercury retrograde. That's like all this information you're trying to like in your head analyze it, but you can't, and you're just like, okay, now what the fuck was I saying? What was I, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna cause confusion too. Communication, so be clear with your words. But it's okay for the misunderstandings. Like, oh, you said 8 o'clock. Well, I said 9. Okay, but it's just a miscommunication. Don't react because of that. You know what I mean? Like, don't add more stress than you need. Physically, mentally, emotionally, especially at this time. Don't add more stress than it needs to be. Like, let it be for what it is, okay? Anyways, let's stop ranting, okay? And let's actually get to the reading. Woo! All right, so let's see what this Mercury retrograde in Libra brings us. It could be different for all of us. Again, this is energy, okay? So let's go ahead and check in. Random messages may pop up because sometimes they're just guided to do that. It's just being, yeah, sacral chakra. All right, guys, let's see what comes up. Joy and stability is the first card out. Rethinking something. Rethinking what actually brings joy and stability. Reviewing some things in your life. Things may change how you're feeling towards something. Now, remind yourself what's going to bring you joy and what's going to make you feel stable. Because when we start to change our perspective, once we get to understand more of our value, our worth, you're gonna start to see what really brings you joy. You're gonna start to finally see who is around you that actually makes you happy, that actually makes you feel good, makes you feel open and stable, and allows you to just be you. Because there's been times where like you're walking on eggshells because you're protecting your friend, you're protecting how they want to feel. This is more about you. And because it's going to be ending in Virgo, it's a lot of, and we're in Virgo season on top of that. So it's a lot of reflecting. It's a lot of coming back to what do I want? What is me without any other energy? What about me? Okay. And so a lot of that happens in our joy what makes us happy doesn't make us happy anymore. We start to find joy in other things, okay? And that's okay, because we're growing, we're finally moving, okay? So this can mean in relationships, this can mean in connections, who you're hanging around, your circle. It's gonna start to come to light. For some, it feels like, oh my God, I love this person. And they're finally kind of bringing it to light. This person actually made me happy. This person I was so happy around. Maybe all this other shit that was happening around me externally, whatever it is, maybe that's starting to finally clear, and they can see clearly, oh my God, it was this person all along. Or, oh my God, this friend was here for me since day one. And just little things like that. So it doesn't have to be relationships. Again, it could be, take it for what it resonates. Again, it could be your work relationship. You can be work coworkers, anything. It doesn't matter. Family members. What's going to bring you more joy and stability? What's going to make you feel safe and stable? Look at bottom of the deck. It says feeling alone. That's Virgo to me. Honestly, that speaks a lot of Virgo, getting the answers from within, the crown chakra. Crown chakra is all this is where you're connected to source, to the universe. This is how it comes through. Now, your crown chakra is what keeps you connected. So you want to be able to connect with the universe, with the energies around you. There's going to be balance. Look at Libra energy. During Virgo season, though, I feel like it may feel like we're alone, but we're not. Like, I don't know. I get that. It's kind of like, I'm really not alone. I get this energy of like, I feel calm. I feel good being alone. I feel like just a sense of patience and peace. There's nothing like that's really gonna like, I don't know. You're ready to make a home. You're ready to create something for you. You're finally ready to do something different this time. It's weird. It's kind of like, I feel like something needs to change, whether it's going to change within you or someone else or around you. This could be someone that, you're very connected with on a very like more, you can sense them, you can feel them. For some, it always seems like you're seeing their names everywhere. Just the synchronicities start to click better. And so that's a good thing, because this is what you want as far as your connections, your worth, your being. Like, you want to be able to connect on a deeper level. All this like surface stuff, like, great, we've done that. Been there before. Like it gets deeper, and it needs to be that way, because that's how connections feel, and they should feel. Finding balance. So it's kind of like we're gonna have to readjust. Something's got to give while this one is able to balance. Okay, so it's all about finding that balance. Keeping the peace. I also heard keeping the peace. But let's see. Let's get more into like tarot. Okay. Mercury retrograde. Allow things to balance, like allow things to kind of readjust for itself. Like it's about not really like being in control of the situation, or not feeling like you're in control. Just be at peace with it, and allow it to just kind of adjust where it needs to adjust. I feel too, because this is a time to reflect and understand ourselves a little bit more. I feel like it's kind of like you're I don't know, like you're changing your mind about something, or someone is, you or it's another person can just be changing their mind about, like, you know what, maybe I don't want this. Maybe, you know what, maybe I want this instead. Like that's what I'm getting, like, and you're okay about it. You're just kind of like, you know what, I'd rather just do this instead. Yeah. And just let it be, kind of thing. I don't know, but I get a sense of changing mind about something. So maybe changing your perspective on something, or just literally changing your mind, and that's okay. You can change your mind and say, you know what, never mind, I don't want this, or maybe I do want this. So yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Mercury retrograde in Libra. The Fool. The Fool pops out. It's like a clean slate. It feels like I just got out of the shower. It's a brand new day. Just got out of the shower. It's a fresh new start. It's like, they say that this is what people say astrologically. They say that people can come back from the past, which is fine. Old connections, people that kind of took things for granted, kind of just, for some people, I feel like they didn't take advantage or the opportunity that they should have. This is more of like, they didn't appreciate something. They just kind of took things, like they were kind of takers. Kind of like, okay, I got what I got. All right, bye. Like they didn't really, I don't know. They could have been also too just very to themselves, very isolated, very just like introverted, like to be like not sneaky, but I feel like they like to be in this like, I don't want anyone knowing what I'm doing, because it's just like it's a part of their, I don't know if it's just a part of their personality or something. It's kind of like they like to be in secret of things. They don't like a lot of people knowing a lot of things like about them. Okay, well that could be someone. But anyways, a fresh new start. This is a clean slate. This Mercury retrograde in Libra is for us to have a clean slate. Whether that be the people around us, okay, it's to clear that energy between in the connections. Okay, what else? What else? Page of Pentacles. So, ooh, bottom of the deck, a King of Pentacles. So, now for some, this could be a male figure in your life. It could be masculine energy. It could be a father figure. It can be someone from your past that you had to let go emotionally. Okay. You had to surrender. You kind of just had to let things go. Because, yeah, wow. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you had to surrender this, actually. You had to surrender it for your own good. Like this connection made you stronger, made you who you are. Like, look at this. It's like it made you who you are now, basically. So this could be someone, this could be a male figure, or you could be that male. And this connection was, you know, obviously, what I'm getting here, the masculine, whoever this person is, the masculine was very focused on finances. I feel like, I don't know if that was their karma in a sense, or their energy. I don't know. Like they were so worried about finances, or they were worried about like, that was the blockage. I feel, I don't have enough. I don't feel worthy enough. I don't know, like, I can't give you what I want, even though I want to. Like, I need to focus on me. I need to build something for myself. This is someone, too, that wants everything with someone. And the King of Pentacles, he's a very, like, he basically shows, like, he is the type of man who, like, shows his worth by physical aspects. So, like, he works hard, but he has a good house. You know what I mean? Like he's that, like, I want to be able to work hard for something. Anyways, that's the energy of the male that I see here. And then I get this female where she's more of like, I surrender, whatever goes. She's more of like at peace. She understands her emotions. She knows that like she feels a certain way, she's gonna go with it. Like, it's not so much being logical. She follows her heart a lot. And so this could be you, or this could be the other person, but I do sense like, or it could be a friend It could also be a male friend or a female friend that you have. Something must have happened here in the past, but it made you both very strong. Like, both of you guys are in a very powerful position, basically, because you've learned so much, and you both kind of had to integrate the lessons and kind of be alone and kind of separate yourselves from to know yourself or themselves even more. You guys are in a more level, like in a good level, okay? Like, you guys are more in a mirrored level, because yeah, I mean, the king is the king, the queen is the queen. But anyways, it made you both very strong, okay? And then I mean, this is mother figure too. This is also like the person could have a child or children, doesn't matter. But this also means about taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, growing, right? Growing. Ooh, the sun came out. It's like, this person makes me happy. I want to have your kid. I don't know, like, that's like, I just got a burst of love, a burst of energy, a burst of, it could also mean someone is pregnant, and it could be a boy, or it's like a surprise. I don't know. I feel like the sun doesn't necessarily need to be a boy, but I feel like the sun is also very kid-like, so it could be a baby coming through. The energy of a baby, I love that. Maybe that's what I was feeling. I was like, a little burst. But anyways, I also heard, you make me so happy. Like it just feels like someone kind of got the light, basically. It's like, boom, the light. Like, I want to have your baby, or I want to have your kids. I don't know. It's like a burst of just emotions that, like, finally, like, I know what I want. And like, so anyways, this could be you, this could be the other person, but the person on the other side receiving, okay, they're receiving, it's more like, I'm not gonna react. I know where I stand. I know what I've learned, and I'm gonna practice it. Okay, we like someone. We don't just go, let's go. Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely. No, like, we still gotta practice what we preach, right? We still gotta. No, Annalisa, like we said, we're gonna take our time. Like, it's okay. Let's slow down, because we get so wrapped up into the feeling of something, right? The excitement of something. And that's what I was saying in my other video, that we're gonna have to basically, hey, it's okay, let's focus, right? Especially during Mercury retrograde, you must focus. You have to try and focus, because you can get so lost. You gotta find your way back, gotta find the light. Anyways, that was interesting. Let's see what else for Mercury retrograde. Change, I'm telling you. It's a sudden, unexpected change. This is very unexpected. This is boom. This is like fucking lightning struck. Bam. Fucking didn't see that shit. Oh, yeah, you didn't see that happen, did you? I'm just kidding. Anyways, that's who I am, okay? Out of fucking nowhere, all of a sudden, disturbs your peace. I was just meditating today. Like, boom, tower. For some, it could be a past. Look at the devil comes out. A lesson. Look at that. Something that you were attached to. Something that brought some habits out of you. But remember, this is where we're at, right? This is where we're at. So it doesn't matter what comes through, right? It doesn't matter. We're in this bubble. Mercury retrograde, in this bubble. This right here is when we get tested. And sometimes very unexpectedly. But what are we going to do? We're going to stay focused. We're not going to allow it to bring a reaction. We're not going to allow it to make us not think. No. The devil, though. This could also mean our shadows, okay, our darkest traits, changing that, being able to finally change our old habits, something that we've been attached to. This also could mean addiction, really changing that addiction. And it's like becoming at peace, like nothing is going to bother me. Like I'm doing this for me, right? Because I feel like, again, all these energies could be surrounding this bubble, but like you're at peace, right? So for some, it could be your inner peace, it could be your anxiety, it could be your health. It's kind of like, but too, I mean, regardless, this could also mean just very toxic people too. All of a sudden they just disappear. That could be something, and you're just like, wow, I didn't have to do anything. It just happened. But it's a sudden change. It's a sudden like, what? Like you're so at peace with something, and then all of a sudden you just hear some news or something like, what? That's what I get. What? Who? Here's the past. Here's the past. 6 of Cups. Here it comes. Something that was like, look at this. This girl has all this luggage, right? She's, I'm taking my shit and I'm going. But this also could represent baggage. What are you taking with you from your past? From your toxic behaviors? What are you taking with you? Because you gotta pack lightly, or else you ain't getting nowhere anytime soon. Because no train, no bus, no Uber gonna pick you up. Okay, you better tread lightly. This is where we this is where we surrender. This is where we don't allow more stress to be added on. This where we're carrying enough. We're carrying enough. We don't need more, right? So it's kind of like we're alone trying to clear energy. Why would we need to bring on more heavy, dense energy? No, we don't need it. This is one of our lessons during this Mercury retrograde, I feel. We really feel the need to, like, if we're in a situation, this is just an example, if you're in a relationship, you guys just broke up, what do people cling on to right after, like, breaking up? You want to go and hook up with people and feel validated and feel like people still love you or people still are into you, like, and so what do? They hook up with another person. You just had this relationship and you carried, and what happens when you are with someone? You intertwine your energies together. Okay, so now you just broke up, but you still got energy from this person. You still got to clear not only your energy, but this person's energy. Okay, and adding on another person, and then now intertwining that energy now is all over the place. And now you got to clear that energy, your energy, and that energy. And then people wonder why they're so drained. Like, you don't add more to what you need to add on more. Like, you just don't. You take the energy and clear what you need to clear. Don't add more. Yes, it gets like, at a certain point you feel like you're over things, right? You just feel like, God, I'm just done. I'm over it. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Because why? Because it's hard? Because you invested so much that, like, now you got to invest in yourself, and that takes time. Like, it's an everyday thing. It's not just one day here, one day there. No, it's an everyday process, and every day you gotta keep doing it. Like, you really want something to happen, change, it takes every day, and that means clearing yourself and healing yourself, nurturing yourself. and finding the answers that you want, not what anyone else wants, but with you. And it all starts with what you want, and everything else will kind of fall into place where it needs to. That's what Mercury retrograde is going to do to us, for sure. It's just going to place people where they need to be placed. And also too, it's like, it's not having us carry so much baggage anymore. Like, we're done with that. Ooh, let's come clear. Let's come in a clear state. Let's start fresh. Let's leave the past behind. Let's just start from zero. Let's start from strangers to friends, to best friends, to maybe if it gets there, great. If not, no. Or deepen your relationships with people. Like, you know what I mean? You'll kind of start to see who's putting in a little bit more work. Is it balanced? Is it not? Like, it'll just have us review everything like that, okay? Which is good. We need that. We need to clear energy. We need to clear it. It's work, but that's the healing journey. That's the spiritual journey. Yay. Be real. You'll kind of understand too if people are being real. But it's having you be real more with yourself. Like, be honest with yourself. What do you want? Again, be honest with yourself. It's okay to want something. It's okay to be honest with yourself. And the whole world, it's like, it starts with you. It starts with telling yourself the truth. And as long as you can just be like, okay, I said what I need to say, and does this feel true to me? Do I still want this? If it's a yes, take the steps towards it. Steps, okay? Don't finalize anything yet. Just take the steps. But if it's like, no, maybe it's not me anymore, it's okay. That's okay too. You can change your mind. Trust me, everyone will be in a better place one day. Some days, sometime, maybe tomorrow. And sometimes it's going to take a couple of months, if not a year, 2. It doesn't matter. Okay, energy is energy. It never dies. We just think it does. We just think. Because in our world, that's oh no, like, it's gone. No. But anyways, hopefully you guys understood. Because if not, I'm not repeating this. This is it, okay? But no, for real. I hope you guys understood a little bit of what the energies are coming out as. Again, focus, okay? Change, but also put the action into it. You've learned the lesson. Now it's time to practice the lesson and clear it. Just clear it. Be done with it. Over. Let's go. Moving on, and have that story of like, yeah, that's how I used to be. That's how I used to be. This is how I am now. Okay? All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.